And now, ladies and gentlemen, please welcome to the stage MXI Ambassador Jeremy Reynolds.
How can I really get my business moving? This is a question that I've had come up time and time again as we've gone throughout this weekend. And as we've shared this great weekend together, people are motivated. They want to go home. They want to hit the ground running. They want to make it happen. And I'm hoping to give you a couple of tips today that's going to help you make that difference. And the one thing that I can share with you that I did in the beginning of my business, and I think if all of you looked at the beginning of your business as today being the new day, today is the reset point of your business. How am I going to start from today and make the most of my time and really make this happen? And I tell you, if you want fast results, you need to implement something called time compression. This is doing things faster and using time management to put things on your side. And I've got a story. I've been telling this story now for 5 years. And I've got a little story about painting your house, because I think this tells the story very well as to how you can build your business incredibly fast and making it happen. So I have a house and it needs a paint job. And so I call Bob the painter. And Bob the painter and I have a conversation. I said, Bob the painter, I need my house painted. I need to get it done by next month. You can take all the time you need for that month's time frame. And I need you to get the job done. And what would you charge for that paint job? He comes out, he assesses the house, looks around, and he says, I think that job's going to cost about $2,000. I'll take the month to get it done, no problem. As I start calculating up how much Bob the painter is going to make on that job, he's going to need a lot of paint. He's going to need some brushes. He's going to need some materials. So at the end of the job, I've estimated that Bob the painter, most of it's going to be his time and his effort for putting that in, but he's going to net a profit of about $1,500. Does that seem pretty fair? Sounds about right? $2,000 job to paint a house. He's going to make $1,500. He's going to do it by himself, and he's going to take a month to get it done. Well, just about then, I get a phone call, and it's from my wife. She says, honey, we have a party at the house in 3 weeks. Because I had just gotten done telling her, hey, I got the painting all done. It's on the to-do list. I've checked it off. We're going to have it done in a month. And she says, no. You don't understand. We have committed to that party 3 weeks from now. It has to be done in 3 weeks. So what am I going to do? I'm going to call Bob the painter back, right? And I'm going to say, Bob, I know we agreed to that job being done in 1 month's time, but I need to get it done in 3 weeks. What do you suppose Bob the painter is going to say? Sure, I can do that job, but it's going to cost you some more. So Bob the painter says, I can do it in 3 weeks. I'll still get it done. It'll compress me just a little bit in my schedule. I can still make that happen. I can get that done by myself, but now your price is going to $3,000. Seems pretty reasonable, right? Reasonable that I'm pressing him a bit, so he's going to press me a bit. So we agree upon the terms, and at the end of the day, it's not going to cost him anything more, is it? He really isn't going to go and get any more paint or supplies. He's going to do it all by himself anyway. And the reality is he's going to have the same cost he did before, but he's going to do it in less time. And so at the end of the day, he's going to make an extra $1,000 profit. That's pretty good. He's compressed his time to make more profit. I thought that was pretty interesting. So we got everything set up, and all of a sudden, I get another phone call. And the phone call goes a little something like this. Honey, you know how we agreed, and I know you've been calling Bob, but have you called him yet? Because I just found out they changed the dates. It's now going to be in 2 weeks, not 3. I said, I just got off the phone with Bob. He raised the price on us, honey. It's going to be an extra $1,000. And she said, I know, but we have no choice at all. You've got to call him back and tell him it needs to be done in 2 weeks. So I called Bob the painter. What's Bob the painter going to say? Yes, sure, I can get that job done, but it's going to cost you. So Bob the painter looks at this and he says, you know what? I'm going to get it done in 2 weeks. I'm going to jostle my schedule around. I've got to kind of change things around a little bit, but I can get it done. I'll work some extra hours to make it happen. You know what? But it is going to cost you $4,000. It is going to cost you more. Does that seem reasonable? It really does, right? He's going to take time out of his schedule and his paint jobs to prioritize to ours to make that happen. And at the end of the day, does he have any added cost? No, it's just his time, right? He's literally rearranging his time to make things happen in a faster way, and look what happens to his profit. No more paint, no extra cost in materials. He doesn't need extra rollers or paintbrushes. He's going to be using those anyway. So at the end of the day, he nets an additional $1,000 profit. He's now made $3,500 for accepting that job. Well, I think I've got my house all taken care of. It's going to be painted in 2 weeks. All will be well. Until I get another phone call. Honey, you are not going to believe this, but it's been changed again. It's in 1 week. And I know we're paying a premium. I can't believe this is happening, but you have got to call Bob back and get this taken care of. What's Bob gonna say? Sure, I can get it done, right? But it's going to, and I might need some. Okay, I might need some help. If I can get that job for you in 1 week, I'll tell you, I'm gonna have to hire my friend. And when I hire my friend, that's gonna cost me some extra money. I can compress my time, I can make this happen, I can get it done. But I gotta tell you, it's gonna cost you. It's gonna be $5,000 to get that job done. And look at the profit. The profit went down by 500 because he's gonna pay somebody to help him, right? So he's got a little extra labor cost, but at the end of the day, he's making $4,000 on a $5,000 job. He's gonna take 2 guys to get it done, and now they're gonna get it done in a week. I'm a little frustrated because it's costing me a lot more, but we're gonna have the house done. The party's gonna come off without a hitch. My wife is happy, all is well, until I get the call from my boss. And my boss says, an important client meeting is at your house tomorrow. That was part of the reason I fired my boss. But anyway, no. The boss, do you say yes to the boss? Any of you in corporate America? You turn down that opportunity. It's a career-limiting move, right? I don't want to limit my career, so I'm going to take the deal. Yes, sir, I will have it done. Who am I calling? Holy smokes, is Bob going to be in for it this time, right? What's he going to say? Absolutely. Bob is an ambitious painter. He's gonna get it taken care of. And he's gonna say, I can do that job. I'm gonna need a crew. I'll get the crew done. I'll have 10 guys to come and help me get that job done. We're gonna knock it out in 1 day. And what he does, he starts hiring his buddies. Hey, I'll get you some pizza and some extra overtime. Come on over, we'll get this thing done. And all of a sudden, Bob gets the job done. Now, the price of this job is gonna go up again to $8,000. And at the end of the day, you know what? He's gonna pay 9 guys for their time. Probably a lot less than he would on a normal job because we're gonna compress it really fast. They're each gonna do a little bit of their part. They're gonna get free pizza. It's gonna be awesome. It's gonna be a great experience for you to get an extra day's paint in. And the amazing part is Bob just went from Bob the painter to Bob the what? Bob the subcontractor. Bob is now walking around this job going, hey, Louie, a little to the left. You missed that spot right there. Oh, hey, John, no, touch that edge up right there, right? He's delegating and he's watching the job. He's making it happen. 10 people are now at his disposal to get that job done fast and on time, on budget, and making massive profit. Do you see that? Do you see the idea that he can actually maybe increase his cost a little bit by this, but in the end, he is way more profitable as a result. Let's recap what just happened. Because originally it was gonna take him 1 month. He was gonna do it all by himself. He was gonna make $1,500 profit on a $2,000 job. Goes to 3 weeks, he's still gonna do it himself for $3,000, profiting $2,500. 2 weeks, 1 person, $4,000, $3,500. 1 week, 2 guys, he was gonna net $4,000. And look at the bottom line. He's now getting that job done in 1 day. He's gonna encourage 10 people to help. He's gonna charge $8,000 for that job. He's gonna profit $6,000. That is 4 times the profitability. How does this apply to your business? Well, let me give a quick analogy. It's almost like the idea of just you can do it one at a time, and you can put one on your left, and then a little bit later you get busy and life happens, and then you can come back and put one on the right, and then you can come back and hopefully within 21 days you get just one more and you put it on the left, and then you get TED qualified and you make it happen. Or having your party kit, planning the party plan, and getting 10 people at your home that you say, we're gonna do this tonight. We're gonna show you an amazing presentation. We're gonna get you excited. And can you imagine if you could put 6, 8, 10 people in your business, what it would do for your time? What did it do for Bob? The amazing result of this is that Bob actually, he got it done in 1 day. What does that do for Bob's schedule for the rest of the month? He has 29 days to paint. 29 days to make that thing happen. He made 6 times the profit or 4 times the profit in 1 day. He compressed all of that activity, all of that revenue for that big job. He made an amazing amount of money, but he did it fast. Could you do that in your business? Will you do that in your business? Because I'm telling you, it's a matter of being smarter instead of working harder, right? That's what this is about. We have a system within Shasai. You can go out and you can build it any way you want. Or you can build it really smart by simply putting one on the left, one on the right, and if you do it in a hurry, they pay you the same as if you take all day. The amazing thing is you can do it in as little time as you want or take as much time as you want. I just like to be able to do this fast. I want you to think of 2. And as you think of 2, Instead of doing it in, well, I'm going to do it on this day, and then I'll maybe come back and put it over here, and then I'm going to do it this way, and you get 2 in a month. I'm going to put 2 in a month in my business. And then the next month, I'm going to get those 2 to get to. And then in that, and you've seen the grids, you've seen the charts. The idea of having, after 12 months' time, 4,096 people in your business. Do you know you could do that in days, and it would be the very same? It's all about your perspective of how fast you really want to build this. What if your perspective changed from months to days, and you did it in days? It's absolutely possible for you to do it. And I'll tell you, with social media and gamification apps, there will become a day where we will be doing this, and we'll be having this discussion here on social media to say, we're going to run a little contest. We're going to play 2 by 2. We're going to see how many people can get 2 people, that can get 2 people, that can get 2 people, and they can duplicate this system. And the amazing part is we're going to do it in an hour. Who could get 2 people from their entire Facebook list in an hour to raise their hand? They have $300 to make some money, and they love chocolate. I'll bet you could. And I'll bet if the rules of the game shifted enough that you did it every 60 minutes, you could do this in a matter of days. Is there any reason in the rules of MXI that you couldn't do that? Absolutely not. It's only your limitation of your time and your ability and how fast you want to build this business. And that's what I love about the idea of time compression. It makes us think differently. I am so grateful to be a part of this company, to be working with incredible leaders like you. And I hope that as we develop together in the coming years, that we really, truly can live up to this important name that this company holds, Marketing Chocolate International. God bless you all. Thank you so much.